We now come to Andy Burnham, member for Makerfield.
I swear by Almighty God that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles, his heirs and successors, according to law. So help me God.
These are the calls that we've got to hear, and this is the change that we've got to bring. And I say it again, it is our last chance to change, but we're going to take it, aren't we? We are going to take that opportunity, and we are going to lay out a new path for Britain. The one thing, the best thing that we can say about last night is that there was a risk, if you like, that we would carry on seeing Britain and the politics of our country go down a path towards greater darkness and division, and ending up somewhere like the United States of America, where people don't talk to each other in the street if they vote different ways or in their workplace. We will not let that happen here. We will bring people back together. I said last night, I will be a member of Parliament for everybody, however they voted. I will work on a place first, not a party first basis, respecting how people voted. I know people who normally vote for the Conservatives, the Liberal Democrats, the Greens, perhaps voted Reform in May. I know they gave me their votes to give me that last chance to do something, and I respect them for doing that, and I will always then work in the way that shows how much I value what they did. And that's the kind of change we need to, a change in our politics to make it work again for people. You know, I did say it last night and I mean it. The word Makerfield in the future must be known as a byword for the change that came to British politics. This is the moment. We've been on a path for 40 years that simply hasn't worked for people and places in this part of the world. And this now is the change moment. We have an opportunity to turn the tide, to make the country feel like it's working again, to make people see that politics can make a positive difference, to make people feel hope again. That is the main thing I think we need in this country right now, for people to feel a sense of hope, that there is something better to work towards on the horizon. This election result has opened up the possibility that we can now move forward together towards that future. And that's what I'm going to do. I will work relentlessly to make what the people have voted for here happen. And we will do that together, won't we? We will take the energy of this campaign and we will bring it forward into changing British politics for the better, and to make this part of the world, if you like, the test, the Makerfield test at the heart of British politics. When policies come forward, if they don't work for people here, for the places of this constituency, if they don't lift people up, then they shouldn't happen at all. We've not had a country run on that basis before. Places like this have often been an afterthought. Westminster has looked past the communities of this constituency. Well, no more. That changes today.
So what's happened here is that Labour came into power less than 2 years ago with this enormous majority, and they've blown it. You know, they've blown it in a very short period of time because Keir Starmer's had these two massive scandals, the Lord Ali scandal and the Peter Mandelson scandal, but at the same time he's ruined the economy. You know, he's overtaxed the economy, he's overregulated the economy, and the result has been that we've got higher welfare, higher borrowing, higher debt, and people are losing their jobs. And this is why he's having to go. And I'm very worried that actually his successor will be no better. That the fundamentals are still there. You've got a Labour Party that's addicted to high welfare spending and doesn't understand what you need to do in order to get the economy going, because none of them have ever worked in business. So I think the problems will still be there. We've said we'll work with anyone who wants to cut the welfare budget, get people back into work, and cut the welfare budget so that we can reduce the national debt and cut people's taxes so we can get growth. We made that offer to Keir Starmer. We'll make that offer to whoever succeeds Keir Starmer. But I don't think the Labour Party are up for that conversation, and that's very worrying.
What about Andy Burnham specifically?
I don't think Andy Burnham will do it. Andy Burnham's always been, big on tax and spend, and I think that those promises will get him into trouble. I think that's right. I mean, we have a very clear policy on energy, on North Sea, on oil and gas. We think we should be using our own oil and gas. We should be getting it out of the North Sea rather than buying it from other countries. And we know that we need to reduce energy prices and electricity prices in this country so that we can get the economy growing. And the SNP and Labour don't understand that at all. I think this Labour government is shot to pieces. I really hope that whoever takes over from Keir Starmer sees the light and understands that they have to do what Kemi Badenoch has set out. Cut costs, cut tax, get growth, but they're not going to do that. And so I'm afraid we're going to get more of the same.